CZ, the leader of Binance, the founder of Binance and Binance old CEO, has just stepped down now because he's just pled guilty to money laundering violations. Very, very crazy stuff. If we run across to Twitter quickly, you can see today I just stepped down as the CEO of Binance. Admittedly, it was not easy to let it go emotionally. I can imagine him being the founder of this company and running it for, I think, 6.5 years or something like that, a very, very long time. And now we've got Richard Teng stepping in as the new CEO of Binance. So go over to his Twitter and check that out for some updates if you are looking to follow this case. But in terms of what is happening to CZ right now, he has stepped down, as I just said. He has pled guilty, and it is widely known that he's actually going to be paying $50 million in a fine, right? A $50 million fine for these violations. And Binance is also going to be paying a huge fine of $4.3 billion as well. Absolutely crazy stuff. Just wanted to cover this before we get into the Bitcoin update of the day today, guys. And just to reiterate here, in the past month, the Justice Department has successfully prosecuted the CEOs of two of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in two separate criminal cases. Obviously, that's SBF and also CZ as well. So it just shows that the Justice Department and the higher powers are getting a bit more stricter on crypto and pushing down on us a bit here. As you can see, they are squeezing the orange, if you will. But yeah, let's have a look at the BNB price quickly just to see how that actually affected the market. You can see it crashed down around 18% there, so not good for you BNB holders out there. We did see a little bit of recovery recently, but that's obviously the whole of the crypto market is just on a swift recovery from Bitcoin's dump yesterday as well. But 18% to lose that of any asset is absolutely horrific. Okay, moving on to Bitcoin, the Bitcoin update of the day we're going to be looking at today. You can see that we do have a falling parallel channel like so. You can see a level of support coming through from here, level of support coming through from here from yesterday's dump, dumping us down to around 35,600. You can see we are in a swift recovery, not looking too bad. In terms of a trade of what we could be looking for here today, guys, just going to get rid of the WOD machine quickly so it's a bit more visually appealing for you guys. You can see falling parallel channel, guys. Falling parallel channels, they tend to usually break to the upside, okay? They tend to usually break to the upside. So if we are looking for a move here, and we are going to be playing it safe, guys. We're not going to be jumping into any sorts of positions just yet because we're looking for breakouts. We're looking for the confluences that we're aiming for in terms of all of our influence, all of our indicators to basically all line up, and then we can really make that good trade. So if we are looking for some sort of measure move, it's going to be something along the lines of this, guys, from the lower side of this channel to the top side of this channel, and it is going to be, depending on how this move goes, wherever we touch the top side in terms of resistance, that's where the measure move is going to be. So for example, if we touch it later on today at around midday on the trading view chart here, we basically take this and we're going to bring it up to the breakout point wherever we actually break from this level of resistance, wherever we break in terms of support. Okay, this is going to be the move that I'm looking for here. In terms of percentages, we're not really that sure on how much it's worth yet because the measure move isn't drawn, but if you are going to be just speculatively speaking here, the most likely scenario is something along the lines of this. It is going to be worth around 3% to the upside. Now, we do have a very, very strong level of resistance coming through from this area as well, guys. These areas are very, very crucial. So if we do come to here, I'm not going to be going for the full 3% here, guys. I'm going to be going for a little bit less because you can see we're going to get resistance, and that basically levels out to around 2.48% there, okay? 2.48%. that we could be looking for this position. And again, guys, I'm going to be staggering my take profits as we go up because there's many areas that we could be reversing from here, okay? Just name a few. If we are looking for support and resistance points coming through from here, these are very, very correlative areas that we need to be looking out for there. So if we do come up, we want to have take profits staggered along these areas, and that way if we do get reversed on, we can always we take our stop loss, move it to our entry point, and then we've already taken profit, taken out our equity of the position, 25% each time we hit a TP, right? So we're always making money in these positions as long as we hit one take profit. And then once you hit your first take profit, guys, it's a risk-free trade, okay? It's an absolutely risk-free trade. It's the safest and best way to trade, in my opinion, okay? Now, that's going to be the short-term time frame covered there for Bitcoin. I just want to reiterate in terms of bullishness, in terms of recovery that we are seeing from this dump. it's looking pretty good, okay? If we're looking at the RSI right now, guys, we were in the bearish control zone, and we have seen a very nice trend line break here, okay? And what I mean by that, guys, is if we look a bit deeper into this, you can see the level of resistance that we have found along this line continuously. Are we finding it now? No, we're not, actually. We're hopefully finding a level of support. So what I'm kind of looking for today to have the confirmation of the bullishness to continue from this micro trend here, it is going to be this area here for support. If we can test this, find support, and then see some upwards momentum from there, it's going to be looking pretty good for Bitcoin. And that's sort of the confirmation that we could be looking for to see us sort of continue this micro uptrend. Moving on to some on-chain stuff, guys. Just want to touch on fund holdings right now. Fund holdings right now, guys, this is basically means trusts, ETFs, and it's ETFs for Bitcoin, and funds. So these are the big guys. These are the whales that are sort of accumulating Bitcoin. I just want to reiterate here that these guys, this is continuously going up, guys. It's continuously going up and has been going up for quite a while, okay, since around September, okay? So this basically shows it's still insanely bullish for Bitcoin right now, okay? It's still insanely bullish for Bitcoin. The big guys are accumulating and they're holding. They're not selling, okay? Even though you are seeing some big dumps, some big pullbacks, that's absolutely fine. If we are looking at the longer term time frames, guys, big pullbacks are expected here, okay? So just wanted to reiterate there that the fund holdings is going up, and that's a very big bullish sign for Bitcoin. Touching on long liquidations from yesterday, guys, you can see we saw a very big green level on this chart actually get touched here, and that was basically because you can see a humongous dump for Bitcoin. A lot of people were obviously long in these areas, and a lot of longs got liquidated, okay? So that is probably a good thing. Probably a good thing, because the more longs that get liquidated there, the more chance of the chart going up, because the whales will be like, oh, we knocked out a lot of longs, let's put the chart back up, okay? So that's going to be a bullish sign as well for crypto again, guys. There's a couple of bullish signs there on the on-chain for us to be looking out for. And in terms of the midterm time frame here for Bitcoin here, I just wanted to touch on yesterday's position that we didn't get into. We nearly did. We were looking for that entry on the video if you guys watched it, and we were looking for this entry and we didn't get it. We got the 4-hour candle body close below this downward sloping resistance line as it is now, so we didn't get into that position, and quite rightly so. Luckily we didn't get in, because we would have got absolutely ruined. Even though it was a 0.5 to 1 risk reward ratio for this trade, we still got absolutely slammed to the downside, okay? So it's very lucky we didn't get into that. And in terms of the trade today, just covered that, guys. This is sort of what I'm going to be looking for there. Going to take it nice and steady, basically nice and steady, basically waiting for this potential break point. And talking about trading, guys, you know, I'm covering a potential trade on every single video 5 days a week now. So I'm going to be doing a trading challenge, guys. I'm going to do a trading challenge with you guys live on my YouTube, live on my Twitter as well. If you guys do want to go follow that, we're going to be covering a trading challenge, and it's going to basically be running from $500 to $10,000. Okay, it might take us 3 months to do, might take us 6 months to do, but we're going to be taking it very safe, and we're going to get there, and we're going to get there as a community. So if you guys do want to follow that, go follow the Twitter, go to the Telegram group as well. The link is in the description. And make sure you tune in for that. I think we're going to be starting that challenge next week, next Monday. So yeah, make sure you subscribe as well if you do want to follow that challenge. And guys, if you are looking for a new trading strategy, jump down to the link in the description. We do have a link to a live free webinar where you can learn a trading strategy that me and my brother have been using to make money continuously over the last few years or so. It's very good. It's very easy to follow as well. So make sure you go to the link in the description and sign up to the webinar. Moving through to the midterm, as we just discussed, let's get rid of that position right now and let's talk about some indicators on what and where we think Bitcoin could be going. Okay, so you can see we did have that the bullish pennant chart pattern. We're going to be getting rid of that now, because that is I mean, it's still valid, but we have kind of we've exited the pattern, so technically not still valid, but the trend lines would be valid for that. So we can be using them for a bias in the future, because if we do say come up to this zone here, we're going to be looking for resistance, because this trend line is still going to be valid. Now, VRVP, I swear that changed. I swear it was the VPVR, the volume profile visible range. But yeah, VRVP now, apparently. You can see the point of control, guys. This is a very strong area where the support and resistance area is going to be matched right now. So what are we looking for in terms of the 4-hour, guys? We're looking for a 4-hour candle body close above around $36,403. If we can get that, then it's going to be looking a lot more bullish for Bitcoin, and we can see a bit more upwards momentum. That's sort of what we're going to be looking for. Hopefully we can see that. And hey, if that doesn't happen and we do get slammed down, and the on-chain stuff that I was talking about isn't going to be valid, and we do come down, you guys know that we are looking for a very, very nice short position, okay? The big short position that we've been talking about for the last sort of week and a half here, it's going to consist of something along the lines of this. Let me draw this in for you guys so you can see, and hopefully add this to your chart as well. If you want to copy my TA, that's absolutely fine. But remember, do your own research. NFA, guys, not financial advice. I'm not here to give you trading advice. I'm not here to show you trades. I'm here to literally teach you how to trade from an educational standpoint, right? So yeah, what I'm looking for here is going to be something along the lines of this. It's going to be around a 5.56% move to the downside. If we do see this pullback come into fruition here, I want to see the volume weighted ATR bands break here on the 60-minute and the daily, okay? So these are these areas right here. You can see the support that we do get on these bad boys continuously here. So these are very, very strong areas, guys. If we do lose these areas, as you can see, when we do lose these areas like so, we get absolutely slammed down in terms of resistance, okay? We get slammed down. We have a nice big move. And a move like this is probably the same as hitting your first take profit. So it's absolutely fine if this does happen. So what are we looking for here? We're looking for volume-weighted ATR bands, 1 hour, daily to break. Also, we've got obviously these chart patterns as well, which is going to be bringing down this move. We've got a horrible, dirty, filthy trap zone here, which is going to be this area here, guys, which is essentially a do not trade zone. Do not trade. I'm not going to try and write do not trade. Do not trade zone is here, okay? This is the dirty area. We don't want to be entering any positions in this area. It's a pure trap zone. We're likely to get violated here because you can see the wicks, the filthy, dirty wicks that bounces right the way back up. So we're not going to be getting into any sort of position here. What we are going to be doing, though, we're going to be using this as sort of an area to be watching. We're going to be watching the chart there because the moment we break this and we break the volume weighted ATR on the 60-minute and the daily, we're likely to see an entry point come through. Really, really clean as well. If we can get that entry point, it's going to be worth around 5.56% there, guys. So it's really, really important that we are looking out for that. And you can see the Freedom Las Vegas area that we have got between these two volume weighted ATR bands. So we could literally free fall in this area in our short position. Are we going to be blindly going for a take profit? No, we're not. We're going to be staggering our take profits because that is how you make the most money using these systems, okay? In terms of staggering take profits, we're just going to be simply using areas of horizontal levels of support and resistance that have been used before, okay? So you can see there's many of them here. We're going to be going for the more correlative ones here. So if we are going to be using them to our advantage, probably something along the lines of this. You can see support, you can see resistance multiple times. So if we go take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3, I like to have 4 take profits in there, so probably would instead do something along the lines of this instead, guys. And then what do? We take 25% of our equity of our position out when we hit our first take profit. Once we hit our first take profit, we take our stop loss and we put our stop loss to our entry point. And that basically means it's a risk-free position as covered at the start of the video there, guys. But yeah, that's sort of what I'm looking for here for the midterm time frame here for Bitcoin. We did see bearish control zone. We're looking for a bounce right now. We've got this very, very strong trend line coming down from the RSI as well. Definitely an area to be looking out for there, guys. Jumping through to the Fear and Greed Index quickly. Don't want to keep you guys too long here. 62. People are still greedy. People are still greedy. This technically means people are still bullish, still opening futures positions. So be aware, guys. The whales could be manipulating the chart. In terms of altcoins right now, you can see BNB getting absolutely slammed 9.7% to the downside here. Maker's coming up at around 5% today. So is Rune, but apart from that, everything else is pretty much in the toilets. You can see Cake down around 10% as well. Not looking that great for altcoins, but this is simply just because Bitcoin crashed yesterday, right? We dumped like $1,000 or something. So naturally, altcoins are going to be taking a hit, but it's actually pretty good. It's not good, but it's pretty good in terms of market structure, right? That does bring me on to the market structure of the longer term time frame here for Bitcoin here, guys. You can see the higher high that we have been talking about for so long now, for the last week or so. You can see this high high. We are looking to break that once we see a significant pullback. I mean, just look at this chart, guys. Look at this chart. It looks really, really healthy up until this point, and the reason you might disagree with me here, and please let me know in the comments if you do, because up until this point, it's just parabolic, guys. It's just parabolic, and parabolic is not good for crypto, because when this happens, we usually, say if we come all the way up to 50k, we're just going to get absolutely slammed down by a load of sell-offs, and it's going to be a panic sell, FUD sort of maneuver all the way back down to 25k or something along the lines of that, right? We don't want that. We want structure, okay? We want market structure and strong areas to hold. So for example, strong area to hold is this red area right here. You can see the higher lows that we have set here on this area multiple times. So this is going to be the strongest point of market structure for us to respect. What is the ideal scenario for Bitcoin here in terms of market structure right now? Unfortunately, guys, you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. But what I would say is to come down to 32,000 and actually form a level of consolidation and then see another run up to around 50k. If this is going to happen, we're going to be looking at another strong area for higher lows, and then we can essentially move this lovely red box up, and this can be the point of no return, a bounce point that we could be looking for Bitcoin. So ideally, that's sort of the market structure that I would want for Bitcoin, but hey ho, it is what it is. If it does go to the moon, if we do get ETS getting past, then pretty good stuff as well. We'll just have to see. In terms of daily candle body closes above the volume weighted ATR band, not above the volume weighted ATR, but above the bull market barrier, guys, determining whether we're in a bull market or a bear market right now, deciding which way we want to go. You can see we didn't actually get that close that we were looking for yesterday. We were looking for it above 36,400, didn't get it. Looking for a bit of a recovery now. We are slightly above it. So if we can get a candle body close here for the daily in 18 hours time, don't think we're going to be here in 18 hours, but if we do get there, then it's going to be a bit more bullish for Bitcoin overall, okay? But in terms of market structure, still holding strong. But as I said, guys, this whole thing right here, we need a pullback, okay? We need a pullback for it to be valid. Even if we come up a little bit more, come up to 40k or something, we're still going to be capitalizing on this potential pullback scenario, which is going to be very, very strong for a short position for Bitcoin, and it will happen very, very fast, so make sure you're aware for that. That's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it, and I will be back tomorrow with another Bitcoin update covering all the different charts and good stuff like that. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching. That's going to be it from me. Peace out, and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.